I very much welcome what you said about roadside clutter, but I think there is a clear link there between the issue of clutter and the issue of speed limits. And if we can have both, if we can have lower default speed limits and clarity on speed limits, we can get both fewer signs and also fewer accidents. So there is a connection there which we've made. On Anne's point, I mean, the proliferation, not so much of signs, but of roadside advertising is, of course, also a CPRE concern, though it's more dealt with by CLG. But we hope that the Prime Minister made this point when he gave this lecture a few years ago, that we don't want, in sort of stopping the kind of roadside signs that proliferate along motorways, to stop a kind of sensible and attractively designed sign for a community shop. There must be ways of achieving that, and I would have thought that a class of neighbourhood development order that is specific to small businesses or community shops is the way forward. But anybody who drives around the countryside now will see a proliferation of signs for some really big businesses, very ugly, very and a long way from what Anne, I think, is talking about. The second issue is HS2, and I think CPRE has been about as open-minded or even supportive of HS2 as it's possible for a countryside protection organisation to be. But our position on HS2 is largely because we see it as potential harbinger of a railway renaissance, and particularly a sort of anti-beaching renaissance of rural railways, which you referred to, and that's a really important element. That if people in the countryside are going to accept a whacking new line through open countryside, there has to be some payoff in terms of not just of journey times, but of a genuine revival of rural railways, and instead of new roads and other ways of going forward. I also particularly welcome what you said about high-speed, high-capacity stations in city centres, and I'm interpreting that as a total bar on any new parkway station. So that's also you heard it here first. Very welcome announcement, Secretary of State. And the last point linked with that is a point about new roads. And I heard your plea to be constructive about roads. I think we would recognise that we need better roads, we need safer roads. Where I don't think I know we won't agree is on new roads or wider roads, even if they're well designed and so on. And we're very worried about the almost 800 miles of new roads now being proposed through local enterprise partnerships and through county councils dusting off old road schemes and so on. The UK already has one of the lowest rates of bus usage and cycling in Europe. We have, as I think you referred to, a very low use of rail freight, and I think we really must give priority to investing in more imaginative and more sustainable ways of addressing rural transport needs than simply building new roads or wider roads, which will have a huge impact on tranquility, on light pollution, on nature. Will bring with them intended development, will bring with them more road signs as well. All in all, I hope we can find a way of going forward without the threat of a major new roads programme, which is not coming from central government, but is certainly in the ether and coming particularly from the local enterprise partnerships. And that is a serious worry for CPRE, for Campaign for Better Transport and other environmental groups at the moment. But all in all, I very much welcome the speech, and I think it gives a really good basis for going forward and for discussing some of these issues. So thank you.